Hey guys, Pchild here. We got an extension to Season 22 PTR. I'm not exactly sure it's the extension we were hoping for. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the possible Season 22 launch dates and what makes sense, as well as this November's stellar blockbuster lineup for gaming. But before we do, I want to remind you guys, if you like Diablo 3 content, Season 22 is right around the corner. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Click the bell notification icon so you never miss one of my uploads. Without further ado, let's get in there and talk about this PTR extension. So Pez Radar, one of the community managers for the Diablo team, posted this update. Hi all. We wanted to provide a quick update regarding PTR for 2.6.10. As some have experienced, we are seeing reports of some latency and login issues with the current update with PTR. Due to these items, we are planning on extending PTR for an unspecified amount of time while we continue to troubleshoot the issues behind the scenes. During this time, we are asking for help. We would love for people to jump in and play the game as you would on PTR. As you're doing this, we will be doing some things that will be changing up the game as we troubleshoot some items on the back end. Starting later today, we will be turning off the Shadow Clone seasonal theme. This feature will be turned back on sometime tomorrow. Starting tomorrow and after we turn back on the clones, we will be turning off the 4th slot in the Kanai's Cube. This feature will be turned back on after a short period of testing with this disabled. There may be some additional testing that will occur after these two phases, but we will update the thread regarding any additional items or adjustments to these testing periods. Please continue to provide feedback or report any issues you encounter through the PTR, as we will be paying close attention on our end. Thanks for all the help during this PTR testing phase. In my PTR playtesting experience, I did experience some of the 3K plus ping times and extreme latency, which made the game completely unplayable. From the looks of this post, it seems like they are trying to track down what's causing the latency with the PTR, disabling shadow clones, disabling the 4th cube slot, and then turning them back on. It's unfortunate that the latency we're experiencing could be related to the seasonal theme. We've had PTR items removed from the launch in past. PTR 2.6.5, for example, had given us additional stash space, which was one of the community's most requested quality of life changes. But ultimately, it caused too much game lag, and they ended up removing some of that extra stash space. If it turns out the seasonal theme is the cause of the lag, that means more development time fixing the issues instead of more development time fixing item balance and updates to existing builds and sets. We still haven't gotten any news on future balance changes or even possibly a second PTR testing phase. But at this point, Season 21 has been live for almost 15 weeks, and with at least 2 weeks more minimum added on because they haven't announced the seasonal end date. With a few weeks of testing, coding, bug fixing, we're looking at almost a 20-week season, possibly longer. And if we look at a calendar, the earliest realistic end date for Season 21 is Sunday, November 1st, with a launch date of possibly being November the 6th. I think a launch date of November the 6th is the best possible launch date they can squeeze out, because the following week we have Xbox Series X dropping on the 10th, along with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2's Beyond Light expansion, NBA 2K21, and Watch Dogs Legion. 2 days later, on the 12th, you have PlayStation 5 dropping with the same titles you just got on Xbox, but also with Sony's exclusive titles like Spider-Man Miles Morales and Demon's Souls. The following week, on the 19th, you have Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, and I forgot to throw in Black Ops Cold War in there too. It's a star-studded lineup, making the week of the 13th and the week of the 20th pretty bad launch dates in terms of competition. A lot of players are going to be pulled away from the Diablo season due to the new Xbox and game launches. Historically, Blizzard doesn't seem to care too much about other games or even holidays when it comes to a season launch date for Diablo 3. They launched Season 21 on the 4th of July weekend, which is a huge holiday in the United States. They also launched Season 20 on the same day as PoE's Delirium League. PoE is arguably the biggest competition for Diablo 3, so it's surprising to me that they didn't stagger the launch of Season 20 around that. We'll see when Season 22 ends up launching, but from the looks of things, I feel like November 13th is probably going to be where I'd place my money. Is that too soon? I'd love to have another round of PTR testing so we can have an amazing season, but at this point, Season 21 is dragging on for far too long, and pushing the season date back just feels really bad. If we go past the 20th, which is the day after Cyberpunk, Then the next weekend is Thanksgiving weekend, which is a major holiday in the United States. And I would imagine a lot of US Blizzard employees will have the time off to celebrate with their friends and family. So I don't see it being Thanksgiving week. And then if we go another week past that, we're in December, which is going to make this probably the longest season ever. I'd have to crunch numbers and dates, but it looks like November 13th is probably going to be where I'd place my money for season 22. What do you guys think? Does the launch of next gen consoles affect if you're going to play Diablo 3? Or how about November's stellar game lineup? I know I'm crazy excited for Cyberpunk 2077. So I hope personally that Diablo 3 Season 22 doesn't drop on November 20th. And that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up. I know it was a short one, but I wanted to talk and speculate with the Season 22 launch dates with you guys. See if you guys agree that November 13th is probably the best date. Unfortunately, it's the same week as the new console launches, but I feel like that's going to be the date for us. And then I also wanted to talk about the PTR testing. I experienced a lot of the lag. Have you guys had some playable PTR moments, or has it been a lag fest for you? I'm really excited to see what changes we're going to get for season 22. I hope they put out a update very soon with some balance changes. A second PTR phase would be nice, even if it's just for a couple days. They don't have to run a 2-week second phase PTR. A 3 or 4 day second phase PTR would be phenomenal in my opinion. Thanks for hanging out and talking season 22. If you guys liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more future Diablo 3 season 22 talks. If you want to catch any of my live streams, I stream 5 days a week at twitch.tv/the Pchild. My stream schedule is in the description below. I will catch you guys soon with more season 22 videos. Peace.